Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Joey Sparks. That's 2 E's No Why. You heard me, 2 E's No Why. And in this video, we are going to be going through a full behind-the-scenes breakdown on how I directed the music video Never Met. Never Met was a song created by Black Pegasus, Andy Rue, and Anthony Ray. So if you're ready for me to give you a director's review and a behind-the-scenes breakdown, then let me know. But first, you know I gotta play my intro. Yo. Cough, sip, yep, cough, sip, yep, yo. Bang. Before we get started, please do me a favor, like, comment on all the content, preferably as soon as it comes out. It'll help me and I'll appreciate you. Also, if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. I'm a music videographer, and that's the POV that I produce all the videos on this channel from, okay? I do reviews like this. I also do reactions, unboxings, and interviews. So hit the subscribe button, make friends in the comments. If you really want to become family, follow that Discord link in our description. Over to our server titled The Set. Over there, you can find out when I'm going live, when we have paid reactions. Also purchase the merch over there. It's just basically a hub to stay in the know. Plus, I'll get to know you more over there, okay? All right, guys, are you ready? Now, if you're unaware, I think it was November, fellow reactor Anthony Ray, big ups to him, came over to the States from Belgium to visit Black Pegasus. That both of them are my big brothers in this reaction game, so make sure you're following them. I'll have the links in the description, okay? While they were here, they recorded 4 tracks and we shot 4 music videos. This one happened to feature Andy Rue. So if you haven't by chance seen this video, let's start off with checking out this video, okay? Boom.
I don't know what the future brings, but I know it's not with you and me. So I'll leave you like we never met. Yeah, I could ask for closure, but that'll hurt me more. So just say that we're over and know that I'll leave you like we never met. Cold days, I'm reminiscing all of the old days. Slow pain stuck in my system, I'm tripping, staying up late like I sniffed some cocaine. And I don't know what the future brings, just know that I do the things for my kids. I keep rooting for them, I planted the seed, my family is me. I'm damned if I don't man up when you need me, I'm leading. I could ask for closure cause I'm bleeding. Those thorns in your body, they cutting deep, they haunting me while I'm sleeping. The thoughts seeping and keep beating me, please, I am pleading. The puzzle pieces, I keep them, but through the key in the deep end. I keep the memories, but you fucked me up while you fiended. And now it's like we never met cause I'm the one that is leaving, right? I don't know what the future brings, but I know it's not with you and me. So I'll leave you like we never met. Yeah, I could ask for closure, but that'll hurt me more. So just say that we're over and know that I'll leave you like we never met.
Yeah, yo, I'm done with the games, it's like I never met you. Cold-hearted inside, should never sweat you. Lost myself in a maze trying to get you. You a lot in my face, that's disrespectful. I should've listened to soul, my intuition, but heart and inhibition blindsided the collision. Critical condition must live where my decision first cut is the deepest, the wound in the incision. Damn, I'm walking out the door now. Cierra la puerta, settle the score now.
Spanish.
This don't even make sense, I don't know my future.
Now, I really love this next part. Andy Rue really turns up, and I feel like he helps lead this, you know, lover boy music that these guys are singing right now.
But I know it ain't this.
I don't know what the future brings, but I know it's not with you and me. So I'll leave you like we never met. Yeah, I could ask for closure, but that'll hurt me more. So just say that we're over and know that I'll leave you like we never met. I don't know what the future brings, but I know it's not with you and me. So I'll leave you like we never met. Yeah, I could ask for closure, but that'll hurt me more. So just say that we're over and know that I'll leave you like we never met.
Shout out to the boys, right? That specific shot right there was a must. I had to capture shots of Andy Rue playing the piano to help sell this. Well, here, let me show you. We just didn't have the most room for stuff, right? So here, I didn't have much behind the scenes footage, right? That's partly because the room we shot in didn't have enough space to even mount a back camera, okay? We are literally dealing with maybe 8 foot by 8 foot room to shoot in. I'll show you. Here's just a little bit of camera footage. Here we go. So that's my camera monitor. Okay, you see that? That black background? That is literally the edge of the wall, right? Like right here, you see that black background back here? That is literally right up against the wall. So we have no other room whatsoever. And you can see how like the camera is literally maybe 5 feet from our talent. And so that's why I had to like squeeze them in there, right? And then if you'll notice, the light is off to the right here. So we've got a big light off to the right hand side, and we're just doing one light for this one, right? And so it's shining down on them. And then I couldn't move the light around a bunch, right? Just because this room was so small. Like literally right behind me is where Andy Rue does his studio engineering. So like he had his whole computer and soundboard and all that right behind where my camera was sitting. So we didn't have any room to spare in here. But what I wanted to do was like try and make it feel like it was an all black empty room that we were just shooting in, right? So that's why I didn't have much behind the scenes footage. I just didn't have much room, you know, like to get behind these fellas. That's why we're so cramped in there. You could barely, like, look at the light. You can see it right there. Hold on, let me show you right. Oh, come on, man. No. And right there. So there's the light, right? And you'll see the light great because I don't want it shining on the background any more than it needs to be. I just want the light to go straight down. So you put this grid on it, and it helps the light, instead of coming out the dome like this, it shoots it down, okay? So yeah, man, that was probably the hardest part about this music video, was trying to film in that little condensed area. There were also some, here, let me get rid of this. There were also some unique details that I had to do. Now, if you'll notice, the song is by Black Pegasus, Andy Rue, and Anthony Ray. While I stood them together right here, I didn't know that Black Pegasus was going to be the first name on this bill, right? And with that happens, this is like how I shot them. I shot Anthony Ray on the left of the screen here and Black Pegasus on the right. So if I were to put Black Pegasus, Andy Rue, and Anthony Ray, people might be confused on thinking that this is Black Pegasus and this is Anthony Ray. So I had to take this image and flip it, right? Totally able to do, except for right here. If you can see, and maybe I can make this a little bit bigger, Andy Rue has a shirt that says comfort or comfit or something like that. Pause. I don't comfort, I'm sure is what it said. When I flipped it, it turns around backwards, right? And so my whole thing was, let's make sure that while we flip it and it makes it right for the names, I had to blur this out, right? And so what we did is we just put a small circle of blur over the top. So there's what it looks like. There's what it looks like not blurred, right? See how it's backwards? Now, even his Carhartt cap here is backwards, but it was so small I thought it would be hard for people to notice. Plus, it's kind of right around where you read. Whereas this just might be a little bit more of a giveaway that I flipped it, right? So there's it regular, and there's it where it's blurred out where you can't even see it, right? Didn't even notice, and I only needed it for one shot. And if you'll notice, the only time that Black Pegasus is on this side is during that one shot. And you can tell too, because where was the light? the light was up off to this corner, right? Well, there's shadow on this side of Anthony Ray, so that doesn't make sense, right? Whereas here, now you see how the shadow's on these sides of the brothers, right? That's because the light's up over here. That's how it was set to be done. Also, while we were filming on individuals, I wanted everyone to be like semi half lit, right? So I had them all turn towards the light, right? And so we have some of those scenes where they're filmed towards the light. But in order to kind of separate Anthony Ray's verse from Black Pegasus's verse, I decided to flip the footage of Anthony Ray so he's facing the other way. So you'll notice here, okay, notice how the shadow is on the light side, right? I showed you the light was over here, how I shot. So why is there shadow? That's because I flipped this footage. Anthony Ray wasn't wearing anything that would be noticed that it would be flipped on the other side. Now maybe his watch, right? Like if you knew what wrist he usually wears it on, but because that's not like a commonly known thing, like what wrist does he wear his watch on, I could just flip it and there's no dials or nothing on there, and then this way I can have Anthony Ray looking different from Black Pegasus, because then when you'll notice Pegasus verse, the shadows are different. See right here. And then if you'll notice too, this was like a pet peeve. Check out his glasses. Right here is when sometimes glasses, if you don't need them, I'd rather you not have them, because they do this sometimes, right? They show the grid of the light right here, and I can't see through to his eyes. So I tried to keep any shot where he was facing so drastically towards the light where you would see the grid, and tried to pick only the ones where he kind of look away from the grid. Because you'll notice as he looks away, it goes, right? Now that looks perfect, right? So when you watch the video back, you'll notice I tried my best to not have those lights show up in his glasses very often. And then also I did on a tripod for the majority of shots, right? And then you'll notice all we're doing is gliding in, or we're gliding out, or sometimes I would even like zoom into the footage and then make the footage go this way or this way. That was the only way we put in movement, except for this is a tripod shot. This is a handheld shot. See the micro jitters? So it was like a top down shot. So I took the camera off the tripod and held it with my hand and just moved it ever so slightly like this. So we get just a little bit of micro jitters in there to separate from the tripod footage that was mad glidey. It was like glide this way, glide that way. There wasn't much to it. As far as movement was concerned, but that's mainly because this was a mad love song, right? But ultimately, I just can't say enough on how I feel like Andy Rue took away this video. Like he ran with it, like, right?
Just say that we're over and know that I'll leave you like we never leave you.
Here we
Score
go.
now. This don't even make sense. I don't know my future.
Yeah, I just felt like his chorus plus him playing the piano inside the video really, really sold it. Like, whereas like, you know, like Loverboy music might not be totally Anthony Ray or Black Pegasus lane, it's completely Andy Rue's lane, and he does it perfect.
But I know it ain't.
Let's go.
I don't know what the future brings, but I know it's not with you and me. So I'll leave you like we never met.
Leave you like we never met.
Yeah, I could ask for closure, but that'll hurt me more. So just say that we're over and know that I'll leave you like we never met. I don't know what the future brings,
him
but I
playing
know
the
it's not
piano.
with you and me. So I'll
Him playing the piano, the shots of his fingers stroking the keys, pause, were just key parts to selling this video. We, like, once again, while he was here for 2 weeks. They recorded over 100 reactions, but in between recording those reactions, while Anthony Ray was visiting Black Pegasus, they also recorded with Andy Rue in his studio 4 songs. And then they called me and said, we just finished 4 songs. Do you think we could finish 4 music videos before he leaves? So literally like less than a week to plan any of these music videos. But we wanted them to kind of have a different vibe for them, but all be, you know, a standard of quality that we could, you know, be proud of and stuff. And I think we did, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, right? So shout out again to Anthony Ray for coming over and visiting. Always gonna look at him like a big brother, another big brother in this YouTube game. Shout out to my boy Black Pegasus for putting me in front of these opportunities to get to film some of this talent and create some of these projects that hopefully you guys are enjoying. Okay, so if you enjoyed any part of this behind the scenes breakdown, do me a favor. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you're watching this on a premiere and you're in the chat with us, throw up them set emojis real quick for me. And if you're wondering what the set is because you're watching this video now and you don't know, go to the description. Follow that Discord link over to our server. It's titled The Set. And that's kind of where we become family, right? That's where we're just growing as a community, and we're super positive and super uplifting. And if you ever need somebody to talk to, there's somebody over there. Guaranteed. Okay, y'all, I think we got one more of these behind the scenes videos to release, Mind, Body, and Soul. And if I'm correct, that one comes out next month. So make sure you're subbed to me, Anthony Ray, Black Pegasus. Hell, Andy Rue should be tagged down there. You should be following him too, because he's a super, super talented musician. So, okay, guys, I'll catch you on the next reaction. Make sure you like the video on the way out. Peace.